Hello everybody. Today I'm going to recreate the look I did for Halloween. We dressed up like vampires, my husband and I and another couple. And I know Halloween's already passed, but you can do it if you're just bored and want to do something creative one day, or you know, you guys can possibly use it next year if it's something you'd want to dress up as. But it's a really fun. So I'm going to start by taking my Urban Decay priming potion and put that all over the lid. And I'm going to use a series of 3 different blacks for this. And this one here, I'm really not sure of the name of it. This is something I've just had laying around forever. It doesn't even have a brand name on it. So, but I'm going to be using this black here on the end. It's just a straight, very dark, matte, no shimmer, no sparkle black here. And that's actually the one I'm going to pop on first. So I'm just going to take my 286, or excuse me, my 282 MAC travel size brush. And I apologize for the screaming too. My son is playing outside, so if you hear he's screaming, that's what that would be. Alright, so I'm just going to take this black and I'm just going to put it right on the lid. Now I'm going to take my Smashbox smudge brush, angled smudge brush. It's just really soft bristles. If you have MAC brushes, a 217 would definitely be super efficient for this. And I'm just going to buff that out a little bit right here, just up towards the brow. And if you get any out here or down here, it's no big deal. Before I put my... I'm just going to clean that up with a cleansing wipe before I put the foundation on. Just go ahead and, like a windshield wiper motion, just smudge that in. I'm going to be also using this palette here. It's my Naked palette from Urban Decay. Let me show you what it looks like. I've used it before, so you'll probably recognize it. And I'm going to be using this color right here with the black shimmery color. It's called Creep. And I am going to use this Smashbox smudger brush, and I'm just going to pop that right on top, all over that lid. And just remember that there really is no right and wrong way to do this. This is just the way I did mine. So you can take what you want from it, and you can use what you want. You can recreate things your own way as well. Alright guys, now I'm going to take this brush here. It's my 286. It's similar to the 217, except it's not quite as soft. And I'm going to use this color right here on the end of this exact same palette, and it's called Gunmetal. It's got a really silvery charcoal look to it. It's really pretty. And I'm going to place that starting right on top of the socket bone and working up towards the brow. Take it inside. Just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, just all the way up to the brow. I'm going to use this MAC palette here. It has 4 colors in it, and the color I'm going to use is going to be this shimmery white vanilla-y color. It's called Mashi Mashi. Maybe, if I can get it open. And I'm going to use this Smashbox brush here. It's just a regular, normal travel shadow brush. And I'm going to just pop that right under the brow. Right on top of where we put the gunmetal color. Just to really give it more of that silvery look. That looks right. And I'm going to take this brush here is double-ended. It's also a Smashbox brush, and this is a liner brush. And I'm going to take this color here called Zero, and I'm just going to run it under the eye. And I'm going to take it pretty low. Yeah. Just going to clean up the fallout that I had. So I'm actually going to conceal first today. And what I'm using, I'm just using, this is just a piece of glass out of a picture frame. You can also use like Petri dishes like Mac uses. You can use a plate, anything metal, whatever you have. I just like to use the glass or the clear Petri dish because you can really see what color you're getting, what color you're wanting. So I'm going to lay that down in front of me, and I'm using my Real Deal Laura Geller Medium Serious Coverage Concealer. And I'm just going to put a dot right there on my glass. I don't know if you can see that, but it's right here. And I'm going to be making my own color today because I want to be really pale, and I don't have a super pale foundation or concealer here. So I'm using this. I got this actually just from any department store. It's just the cheap Halloween makeup. Any costume place should have it. And if you want something a little bit better, you can use this here. And I'm also going to use it. I'm going to be mixing several colors together. But this is Silber, S-I-L-B-E-R, Shimmering Foundation, and it's Cryolan. It's a super light coverage, and it's got a really great silvery shine tint to it. And I'm going to show you. Maybe you can see it here. It's this one. Not real sure how well you guys can see it. Maybe if I put it up against my black shirt there, but anyways, it's really pretty. And I'm going to grab my concealer brush here, and I'm going to take a little bit of that Cryolan Silver, and I'm just going to mix it right in. And I'm also going to grab a little bit of the white makeup here and just mix that right in too. Just want it to be super white. Just like that. Okay. Now I'm going to take that and I'm going to go ahead and put it, this actually may not quite be light enough, on all the places I want to conceal. And I'm still using my MAC Studio Finish foundation in NW30, and I'm going to put that straight onto my piece of glass just like I did my concealer. And I really like the ones that have a pump, but this one doesn't. Just a drop. Just like that. And I'm going to use my 130 MAC stippling brush, and I'm going to take some of that white and mix it right in, just to get the color I really want. Just kind of making my own, because vampires are really pale, so. And I'm going to just start small circles and work that out towards the jawline. I'm going to use, this is called Soft Mocha. I'm going to use this really light color to contour. And I'm going to put that straight onto my 187 large brush from MAC. And I'm just going to lightly give that shadow. That bump is, the spot is driving me insane. Just like that. Pull it up. Hit your jaw. I'm actually going to go ahead and put it straight down the sides of my nose too. And then I'm going to take this color again. And I'm just going to buff it in. That I'm going to put this color, this purple here, Ransom, on top of the black, just to give it a little bit of a purple tint to it. Not much, just enough to almost give it like a iridescent, deeper look. Just like that. And I'm not really sure how well you guys can see that, but just makes the lid pop a little bit more. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the skin and the eyes now. So just keep your foundation brush near you, and this, like I said, it's manageable enough that you can just go right back through, fix anything that you feel the need that you need to fix. So I'm going to go in with my Revlon Dark Blonde brow pencil, and I'm just going to make sure they're clean and neat. Bring it straight down here. Now, if I were wearing a black wig, I would do a really dark black brow. But I'm really not, so I'm going to just keep it my natural color. And I'm going to go over it on this gel side too. Make sure you get the excess off the end. And just run it right over. Like I said, I'm not really changing the shape of my brow, and it actually blends in with the eyeshadow well enough that I didn't feel the need to do anything too crazy with it. So, now that that's over with, I'm going to go in with my liner. I'm going to use my Black Track Fluid Line Gel Liner by MAC with my 210 brush, just a small detailing brush. And I'm going to use this just on my waterline. Just like that. And for the rest of my liner, I'm going to be using this liquid liner by Almay. And I just picked this up at a local drugstore. You can get it from any place like that. Get off any excess. And I'm going to start with the bottom. So I'm going to work my way in. And you can do it pretty thick just because we've already brought our shadow down so far. It's going to blend right in. Same thing on the other side. Straight around. Right in the lashes. And for the top, same thing. And this is just an extremely black liner. Just like that. I'm going to take this same black Almay and right underneath, make sure you have rubbed off all the excess. You don't want it to blob up here. And I know you're getting a shadow, but right underneath here, I'm just going to give it a second line. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Just like that. Okay, now that our eyeliner's done, I'm going to go ahead and pop a curler on this lash. You really don't have to waste too much time on your eyelashes just because they're going to blend in so much with that black eyeshadow that you will barely even be able to see them. And I'm just using my Rimmel Day to Night mascara here, and it's in extremely black as well. And the bottom. Okay, now that we have our mascara on, I'm going to go ahead and do my lipstick. And this color, I'm not sure what this color is, but I'm going to be using the Are You Ready Red. And I'm also going to be using, this is actually a Wet n Wild color. Super cheap, got it from my drugstore. And the color is a black with a slight purple tint to it, and I'm going to put it on first. Just like that. And then I'm just going to put my Are You Ready Red, excuse me, right over the top. Just like that. Now that pretty much completes the makeup part. I made these really cool teeth. I got these just from a local makeup and costume store. It comes with the teeth, which I wore them all night long, so I actually bit them a little bit. They're not quite as pointy as they had started out. You just melt the wax and you sit the wax in the tooth, and then you kind of form it to your teeth like you would a mouthpiece or mouth guard for a sport or something. But they fit really good, and I'm just going to show you what they look like really quick. Put lipstick all over them. And then I'm going to use this fake blood to... Actually, I'm going to go pop in my contacts, and I'll come back and put the blood on and show you how it looks when you're finishing. Okay, so I've put the contacts in. As you can see, they're pretty scary. And actually, I don't wear contacts on a normal basis, so it's a little different for me. I'm going to show you this I made. I just strung some beads together on, I just did it on fishing line. You could do it on thread, on just little strands of cotton. And I hooked 2 bobby pins right to the end. And I pulled my hair up too, just so you could see. This is about how I wore it on Halloween here. And I'm going to just pop these in to the hair there. And then I'm going to run this one to the other side. And I'm going to pop it in as well. Maybe make it in good. Like that. I'm going to take the fake blood. Now, not everybody chooses to do the bloody look, but it's Halloween. I wanted to be bloody, so I wanted to be scary. So what I did is I took a Q-tip and I pulled the cotton on the end off. Just like that. Pour a little in the cup. And I'm just going to drip it from right here. And I'm just going to let it fall on its own. Like that. I'm going to do it on both sides. Might actually do 2 over here. So you don't have to choose to go the bloody route. It's entirely up to you. Just let that run down. You can give it a little help if you want, just to get that. Just like that. Okay, so just to finish this up now, I want to show you. This could be your completed vampire look here. Excuse me. I'm going to show you what I did, because I wanted to be the bloody, sad vampire on Halloween. Now that Twilight's come out, nobody wants to be a scary vampire anymore, but I kind of really did. So I'm just going to just get what I did wet. And I'm going to use that same black matte eyeshadow that I used earlier right here. And I'm going to rub my fingers in it, just like that. On both hands. Just my 3 fingers here. Make sure they're good and wet. And I'm just going to run them down my face. Just like that. Just to give myself that like I've been crying look. I want it to look like I was just sad. And then on the places that you missed or that you may not want it, just go right back over it with your stippling brush. There. Like that. So that completes my vampire look. I hope you like it. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. I wanted to put this running out of my eyes also, as if I were crying blood, just like I don't know if you guys watch True Blood, but and just run that down like that, just like that. And just make it really small. Just like that. And then just a drop on each side. That completes my vampire look. Thank you for watching.